Good evening. Let's see. First of all, let me say that I'm deeply, humbly honored to be here tonight and share my story, the story, with you guys. Although I have to tell you though, when David asked me to come and say a few words at dinner, I wasn't expecting this at all. I mean, I was expecting a fewer crowd, but it is what it is, right? My name is Luis Vergara. I'm here with my wife Sarah, my son Luca, who's 14. We have two older children, Sophia, who's 6, and who's right now with a friend of hers at the Naples Fair. And our oldest son, who is Noah. Noah is 18, and right now he is at the Maple Correctional Center in Rapid City. He's been there since March 9. But before he landed there, Noah, as he was growing up, faced a lot of different challenges in his life. From drug addictions, to mental health issues, to behavioral issues as well. He had a very hard childhood as he was growing up. He had myself, my wife, and our family to be supportive of him as he was growing up. As he reached his teen years, started getting in trouble with the law. He spent a few days at juvenile hall and was on probation for probably over a year and a half. As he turned 18, things started looking better. He started going to school, Canada College. He signed up for 4 classes, ended up dropping 2, ended up with 2 classes. On March 9th, we got a call. And the call was that he was arrested. He was arrested, and he was at the Rapid City downtown jail. He had 3 charges at the time. Now, after a few months, he's down to 1 charge. Thank God. What I can share with you that is, I think, is fascinating. It was that it's been really hard for my family, for myself, for my wife, and my 2 other children. But as a family, we try to always, pull this group together. And we talk a lot, we discuss a lot, and especially we discuss the issues that my oldest son has. So we try to stay together and get through this together. About a few weeks ago, I was out of town working. And before I left, at that time Noah was already in jail, I was visiting him every week, twice a week. And on my last visit, I'm sitting there, and there's like a screen with a telephone that you can only see him on the screen. And they give you a warning, 5 minutes left to 1 minute left. Like a light is not blinking. So I had 1 minute left to talk to him before I was going to be back for 2 weeks. Something, I don't know what happened, but something, and of course this is God talking to me, told me that I should talk to him about when I was younger, when I was actually 18, the age that he is today. I did some ministry service in Peru, where I'm from. And just so happened, I knew I had 1 minute left. And I started talking with him. He's not that interested, but he's listening. And I'm talking to him about what I did and how significant it has been for me as I grew up. It's been always there. I always had it. I felt like at that time when I did it, I was really connected with God. I was really close. I was delivering breakfast for the homeless in downtown Lima. We used to spend the night at church on Friday nights, wake up at 4 in the morning, and go as a group and deliver breakfast to all those people who were sleeping on the ground, covered with newspapers sometimes. I just happened to mention that to him. And then all of a sudden, we talk about two humor words, and boom, the screen is off. Right? Time is up. I get up, I left, I go on this business trip, and I used to get calls from him every day, from my wife. And a few days in, my wife calls and says, I have something to tell you. And it's about Noah. And I don't know how you're going to react. Now, pause. I've had those calls before, and it was never a good call. It was because he has done something, right? So I go, oh boy, what now, right? And she says, well, I talked to Noah, and he's going to Bible studies in Maple Street. And he met this wonderful pastor who has had the time to talk to him and talk about God. And I was in disbelief, to be honest with you. I didn't know what to think. You know, part of you as a father, you're always hopeful that things are going to turn around. You want the best for your child, no matter what. On the other hand, it's been years of this rocky road. So what to think? I was hopeful, and then Noah called me, I think the day after. And we were talking, and I said, hey, I heard that you're going to attend this Bible studies. How does it go? He goes, it's all right, Dad. I met this guy. He's really good. And just discussing about God and things. And as the days went on, the weeks went on, he's been consistently attending David's service. And I have seen the change myself on my son. I cannot thank David enough for what he does. I can only tell you that this was something that I wasn't expecting. Some of us tend to always think negatively, that's me. But God speaks to us in different ways and works his way in different ways. Maybe, I don't know what was it that day, but before I left, I just happened to be having 30 seconds, 1 minute to say something, and I happened to say about that I did many years ago. And Noah said that something brought him to that service the day after, which was Thursday, and meet David and start this relationship with God, which I'm very happy to share with you tonight. David, thank you so much for all that you do. It's amazing. I cannot thank you enough for all that you do. Thank you.